And Scott, I want to bring you back in. Can you talk about how utilities can be certain that they can rely on what wildfire risk modeling tells them?
Yeah, I imagine that could be a burning question for many. Validation is going to be the key there for that, and science is the other key. There's a reason why this is still such an issue. It's because it's a really complex problem that we don't have entirely sorted out, and science is actively working to resolve the unknown pieces or the ill-understood pieces, if you will. So the big piece there being validation of all of the components. There's a lot of different components that feed into a fire behavior modeling system. So for example, different fuel types and how we're going to categorize and classify those different fuels, how we would quantify the crown features of the tree canopies, how we actually validate the weather models. Are they going to validate to the weather stations and such? The other big key would then be fuel moistures. And the real big one that we've done that has become the largest validation effort yet in fire behavior modeling is the actual spread validation. So in this case, we validated fire behavior rate of spread over 2,000 fires in the last 3 years using a new observation data set of real time every 10 to 15 minute updating fire spread perimeters. That's never been done before. And the fire behavior models that are operational these days, they were developed with observations on the order of 200. And we've essentially done a whole nother order of magnitude in validation with 2,000 fires. And we actually found that there were some inconsistencies and there were some issues with some of the different fuel types, for example. And we created some new timber fuels to then help correct that bias. Previously, they were underperforming or under predicting how far a fire would spread. And that's going to be the most dangerous scenario. You want to make sure that you're always being overly prediction at worst, because then you're preparing for the worst case scenario as compared to being underprepared. So that's a big key there. But validating all of those pieces is crucial, but then validating the actual entire framework that pulls it all together and quantifies those complex relationships. That's the key. And that's what distinguishes what we've done differently from others.